Yeah, are you having any fun? Fun? Are you having any fun?
Hey y'all, it's like 3 o'clock and I almost died today. So if you don't know about me, I am allergic to avocados. If you follow me on any social media, literally my bio and everything is that I'm too much of a basic white girl to be allergic to avocados, but here I am. And if you're gonna say that you know that I have eaten avocados before, I have. Unfortunately, it's been a developed allergy. I know how good avocado is. That's why I hate my allergy so bad. It started with, I used to eat them, and then when I'd eat them, my lips and tongue would start to tingle, and then when I kept eating them, they would start swelling, and now it's at the point where being just around avocado makes my throat start to swell up and I have trouble breathing. Fun stuff, right? Yeah, absolutely miserable. And today, my coworker ended up bringing food with avocado to work, where she wasn't thinking. I don't blame her. I'm not upset with her. I just want to make that well known. I am not at all in any way, shape, or form upset with my coworker. It was a mistake. She wasn't even thinking about me. I don't expect other people to be thinking about my allergies when they eat. Like, I have really strong dietary restrictions, so I don't really think about that. Like, nobody should have to worry about what I can and can't eat. But I started having a reaction. I had to have my fiance go home, get the Benadryl, come bring me Benadryl. It was bad. Like, I'm only just now able to talk normal. My voice was bad, my throat was in rough shape. I kept coughing because I couldn't breathe. It was a rough time. But I'm alive, somehow. The avocados tried to do me in again, and they still have not won yet. Honestly, avocados, keep on trying, because you're not going to win this one. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I know that my fiance wants to work on unpacking, but we still have more furniture that we need to buy, so I want to wait until after we buy the furniture to finish the unpacking. So I might honestly take the rest of today just to do something for myself. Maybe play some video games, maybe watch a movie, maybe take a bubble bath. I just want to do something for myself, for nobody else but me. I am officially on vacation right now, so I want to do something funsies for myself. Sorry, not sorry.
How do you manage to end up at the center of every
Look at that. Is somebody finally getting used to the couch? Is somebody finally getting used to the couch? Pip.
Okay, so it's now like 1 a.m., which is like ridiculously late for me to be updating y'all, but like, you get what you get. So I said I was just gonna do something for myself today. I ended up deciding to watch a movie with my fiance. If you were wondering, we watched It's Kind of a Funny Story with Emma Roberts and Zach Galifianakis, because it is based off one of my all-time favorite books, and that's just a comfort movie for me. I love that movie. I love it so much. But, so yeah, we watched that. I took a nap. I made some yummy vegan nachos, and then I'm like, maybe I'll give that new show Wednesday a try, because I've heard good things about it, and oh my god. I did not have the highest of expectations for it. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy it, because I like Jenna Ortega's acting. I'm a huge fan of the show You. She was so good on that. And like, so far, everything that I've seen Jenna Ortega in, I at least like her performance. I was not a huge fan of X, but I liked her in it. But yeah, and it's Tim Burton, so like, I'm one of those spooky bitches. I like Tim Burton movies. I'm sorry, but I do. And like, I grew up on The Addams Family, and knowing that Christina Ricci's in it, and that she used to play Wednesday in The Addams Family, I was excited to watch it. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. So trying to give my opinion spoiler free. Oh my lord. I cried during the last episode. I would say I'm the type that likes to try to predict what's going to happen in a show or movie before it ends. So like, and I watch a lot of shows and a lot of movies. So I'm pretty good at guessing certain plot twists and certain aspects. So to me, it was pretty predictable, but that's not a bad thing. I genuinely enjoyed it. I kept thinking, okay, like, it's gonna be this and this. It's gonna be this and this. Like, once we found out what, like, so part of it is that there's a monster involved. Once we found out what the monster was, I'm like, okay, so if the monster is X, that means that, you know, Y and Z are going to happen. And I sort of just assumed that. And I was right. But I thoroughly enjoyed it anyways. It wasn't like oh, this was too predictable. No. I greatly enjoyed it. And so many tears were shed. So many tears, to the point that I literally texted Casey and I said, I know that you're probably asleep, but watch the show immediately because I'm crying. The one thing that I will say that is completely spoiler free is that, and if you're on Twitter, then you've 100% already seen this, there is no way that Wednesday's roommate is not a lesbian. No way. She's the cutest little thing, but in the first episode, they literally put her in a shirt that is the lesbian pride flag, but as a shirt. And there's just so many, there's a specific episode with, her roommate's name is Enid. There's a specific episode with Enid's parents and some of what her mom is saying about, like, Enid's plot line. And I'm just like, the parents are homophobic. This is literally about her sexuality and she's supposed to be a lesbian. Like, to keep everything spoiler free, it's code for something else involving, it's a school for people with, like, abilities and that are slightly different. So conversations about that, but I'm 100% watching it like, no, there's no way that they are not calling her out for being a lesbian. Like, they're talking about sending her to a conversion camp. They literally call it a conversion camp, and I'm like, these are homophobic parents. Thank you very much. Try to convince me that Wednesday's roommate Enid is not a lesbian. You can't. She's a lesbian. And in love with Wednesday. And the entire time I'm just waiting to watch them kiss because they would be so cute together. I feel like a lot of Twitter has been saying that, though, so I feel like I also went into it with that expectation. Speaking of Twitter, I want to chat with y'all for a second about Hive Social. This is not sponsored. This is not a brand deal. There's been a mass exodus happening on Twitter where a lot of people on Twitter have been leaving and signing up for Hive. I followed everyone. I didn't leave Twitter, but I signed up for Hive. I'm like, if everyone else is joining, I will too. 2-3 days after I signed up for Hive, I started getting texts that all of my accounts are getting hacked into. People are trying to get into my Twitter, into my Instagram, into my emails, into my YouTube. And then, come to find out, Hive's security absolutely sucks, so they had to shut down the server to try to up their security. My only issue going into it beforehand had been, oh, Hive doesn't have two-factor authentication. But now that I know all the security issues, I honestly think that they tried to get into my other accounts because they were able to get all my information from Hive. I really do think that that's what it was. I don't want to throw Hive under the bus. This is not me slandering them, saying it's definitely that way. This is me saying I think that that's what happened. But this is me also saying that Hive released a statement that once they found out about the security issues, they were taking down the servers to try to fix the security issues. So I am going to give them credit. It was apparently a tiny team of 2 employees, and they weren't expecting a mass just surgence of people when that happened. They weren't prepared for it. They didn't know that it was going to happen. They got overwhelmed. The app wasn't ready for it. It's not, I mean, it is their fault, but it's not their fault. I'm not saying that Hive's a bad app. I'm saying that once they fix the security issues and their servers go back online, I'm going to give them another shot. But just, if anyone out there had been thinking about joining it, I just want to give you this warning. Or if anyone else, after joining Hive, had gotten, someone else trying to log into their accounts. We all know I'm in, like, the Boston area, and somebody in Buffalo was trying to log into mine. So I'm just sitting here like, well, I mean, I've gone to Buffalo and logged in before, but it's certainly not me. But yeah, I don't dislike Hive. I just don't like that someone tried to get into all my accounts after I joined Hive. It could be unrelated, but there's a correlation there. There's no way there's not a correlation there. Alright, y'all, like I said, it's like 1 a.m. I'm only still functioning because I took a nap after I watched that movie, because the Benadryl I took for my allergic reaction really KO'd me. But, yeah, it's 1 a.m. Going to bed. Night, guys.
Let's do
do something that's crazy. Let's do something we've never done. Let's do something amazing. Let's do something we really want. 'Cause I